Join me and we will begin. Welcome. Glad you could be here. So today's practice is working with legs and hips, strengthening and stretching. And of course, we always begin with turn around, come down, and check in. So make your way onto the back and just get comfortable in the body as we check in. Checking in. So our first order of business, of course, is to get the shoulders comfortable and the back and the hips. We typically want to come to the breath here. So let's bring the hands to the belly and check in with the breath, expanding the belly on the inhale, relaxing the belly on the exhale. So this brings us to a deep breath, and the breath is the path to the inside. A few breaths, expanding belly on inhale. Fingers may separate a bit. And on the exhale, the fingers come back to touch as the belly softens and relaxes. One more breath. And then release the arms alongside. Turn the palms up. Get comfortable as we check in. Checking in means what's going on this day? How am I feeling? Any discomfort? That's where I need to take care. The body will tell you what's enough, what's too much. No force. Just take it bit by bit, see what works. As we warm up the body and prepare for movement, focus today, as said, is legs and hips. But we always begin with a bit of stretch to the upper back, inhaling the arms overhead and exhaling the arms back down. So you can leave the arms loose by each side or grip the fingertips a little bit more forgiving for the shoulders. So see what works for you. Either gripping the hands with the elbows bent, see that range up and over, or arms alongside with the elbows soft, find that range up and over as we stretch the upper back, neck, shoulders. It's an inhale up and over, and an exhale back and down. One more, warming up the upper back, shoulders, arms, neck. When you're back to rest, pause and have a breath. Pause and have a breath. Now we pick up the knees and hug up the knees and bring that stretch to the low back. Bring that stretch to the low back, and then I like to say, when you're here, see how it feels. You can circle the knees in small circles or giant circles, just enlarging the area of massage and circulation. Releasing tension in the low back. And I always say, if you're circling, circle both ways. Just discover what's going on this day. What is true for you? So let's come to a rest and hug the knees in. Feel that deeper stretch. Apanasana. Release the feet. Open the arms. We move into warming up the spine through twist. Exhale, knees turn down, head turns away. Then inhale back. Exhale, other side. Inhale back. Rolling the knees side to side. Feeling that twist in the spine, I turn the head opposite the knees. Feel the twist in the spine. Picture each vertebra rotating. That's what they're designed to do. And when they move, hydration, lubrication, nourishing. Good for the muscles, ligaments, tendons, discs. So we're rolling the knees side to side at your own comfortable pace, feeling the twist, feeling the stretch where you feel it. So on one side, I feel it more in the back, and on the other side, I feel it more in the thigh. See what's true for you. When you're back to the center, come to a rest. Come to a rest, pause, and have a breath. Now, I mentioned we're bringing a focus to hips and legs. So now let's come to the right leg. Pick up the knee, Hug up the knee, and now with a hand on the knee, circle that knee wide and back. Wide and back. When you're back again, pause, circle other way. Lubricating in the hip socket through movement. We'll come to a rest and bring that foot to rest at the top of the other knee and bring the hand to the knee and pulse it away. Pulse it away. Feel that range, no force. We're just keeping that range of movement open. Okay, now pause and press, no force, just press to the outer edge. Feel that? Okay, soften. Now we're going to bring the foot and the knee toward the face. So hug it up as close as it will come and feeling that deep stretch here, or leave the foot on the thigh and lift up that other thigh and hug it in. It's the same movement. Just do what works for you as we stay. And just feel that stretch moving into the low back and hip. Final breath here. Okay, let's release and extend that leg. Stretch it and bend. Extend that leg, stretch and bend. Extend the leg, stretch and bend, stretch and bend. So all of these are interchangeable series. You can work them in any order you like. So we're just bringing movement into stretch the leg, and then we'll pause. Now feel this muscle here, quads. As you lower the leg, they work hard, they work hard, they work hard. Gotta move over a little bit. Work hard. Now bring it up. Feel it working, feel it working. Feel it soften. Lower it again. We're working the muscle, building its strength. Lifting it up. Feel it soften. One more time. Lower it down, strengthening that quad. Bring it up. Then we'll release. Have a breath. Check it out on the other side. We'll bring up that knee and hug it in. Then circle. Lubricating hip socket. Feeling inner leg. Pause, circle other way. Haste, it works for you. Come to a rest, bring the foot to rest at the top of the other knee and pulse it away. Pulse it away, just keeping range of motion in the hip socket. And then pulse and stay, no force, just finding that outer edge of potential there. Okay, now like we did on the other side, we're bringing the foot and the knee toward the face, either drawing the shin toward the chin or leaving it on the leg and lifting the leg up, either way. Finishing with this stretch, bring the foot to rest and extend and bend. And extend, stretch and bend. Stretch and bend. So what are we stretching? Here. And on the opposite, there's contract. We'll really feel the contract now as we lower the leg down and feel that muscle working hard. And when you bring it back up, feel it relax. As we bring it down, the muscle starts to work and build strength. When we bring it back up, we feel it relax. One more time, lower it down. Feel the strength that comes into the muscle as you lower the weight of the leg. Bring it back up and feel it relax and release. Release, relax, have a breath. Arms are alongside. Arms are alongside. So we're pressing up into bridge. Press the feet, lift the hips. Now both legs are working equally, lifting the weight of the body. Feel the work in both legs. Round your way down. Have a breath. Now we're going to make one leg do twice as much work. That's the strengthener. Bring the foot across to rest somewhere. Press and lift. Now this leg is doing twice as much work, building strength. And round your way down. Release. Come back. Both legs again doing equal work. Round your way down. Waist before hips. Let's check out the other side and do some extra work. Foot across. Press and lift, stay. Feel all the extra work in that standing leg. And release and round your way down to rest. Release the foot. Have a breath. Relax. So we've done our warm up on the back. Next, we come over to hands and knees, warming up there. So rotate, roll over, come on to hands and knees, bring in support as you like. For Chakravakasana. So, Chakravakasana, 1, pull the belly in, 2, drop the elbows wide, move on back, bring the hips toward the heels and feel that low back stretch, and return arching, lifting, dropping back. Where's the stretch? So we're continuing our warm-up series. See where you feel this work. I feel it in the low back. A little more on the right than the left is where I feel it, but it's pretty balanced today. Couple more, but notice the range of movement in the knees and the hips. There's a deep, deep, deep work in the legs and hips rotating, deepening, moving through a range of motion. Legs and hips, when you return, pause here. Angry cat, tailbone tucks, chin tucks, hands press down, ribs press up, the whole back and stretch, feel it. And release, and drop the hips back, arms longer, wider. Here we come, drop the hips, lift the chest, feel whatever stretch you're feeling in the quads and into the groin. Let's check that out. Arms, shoulders, back stretch. When you drop forward, thigh stretch, so as stretch through the groin and press back, shoulder stretch. Continuing our warm up. A few. Take your time with it, feel it. So my left shoulder loves this stretch when I press back. Final time on the press back. Stay for a moment. Feel the stretch. Feel whatever intensity is true for you. Final breath here. We'll release. We'll release and come to stand. Come to stand. Find mountain. So we say toes relax, knees unlock, tailbone tuck for some, for all. Extension, crown, shoulders up, back and down. Feel it. Solid, steady, strong, still. The mountain, Tadasana. Final breath here. Let's release. We continue our warm up. I'm turning to the side because I'm going to change the width of my legs and feet. So I'm starting with the legs wide. So our warm up will be stretching. Arms overhead with an inhale breath. Fold down. Leg stretch. Come back up. Side stretch. And back. Side stretch. And back. And now, once more, down. Stay a bit longer. Feel the leg stretch. On the inhale, lift. Side stretch. And back. Side stretch. And back. Release the arms. Bring the feet to close as they are comfortably coming. And now, this will be more challenge for the balance, but let's feel it. Arms overhead. Fold down, stretch the legs, feel it, come back up, side stretch, and back, side stretch, and back. Release the arms. We'll try it again. Arms overhead grip, round down. Now stay down, longer stretch in the backs of the legs. Not forcing the knees straight. We are warming up. Final breath. Come back up. Side stretch. Return. Side stretch. Return. Release the arms. Bring the feet to our normal, which is hip width apart. Arms overhead. Exhale down. Feel the stretch. Come up. Feel the side stretch. And back. Feel the side stretch. And back. Once more down. Have a longer stay. Leg stretch here. Come back up. Side stretch. And back. Side stretch. And back. And release. Come back to mountain. And so checklist, toes, knees, tailbone, crown, shoulders up, back and down. Feel the breath. Feel energy in the body. Feel whatever we've generated through all of that movement as we continue our warm-up series. This series really works the legs, works to strengthen the legs. So we'll bring the arms overhead. Come down slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Come down and stay, stretching the arms. Come up. Release the arms. Have a breath. Okay, next time it's goalpost arms. Come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Come down and stay. Come up. Release the arms. Have a breath. 2 more to go. We'll sweep the arms overhead and behind. Bring the arms overhead. Come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Come down and stay. Come up and release. Drop back to mountain. Once more. Our checklist, toes, knees, tailbone, crown, shoulders up, back and down. Feel it. Feel the breath. That was a lot of work for the body. And it's our strengthening series for legs and hips. And then we have to stretch them. Final breath here. So let's release and bring inside foot forward, outside foot wide and back. No, wait a minute. I'm going to change that. Turn to the side. Turn to the side and start arms overhead. Sweep side and back. Sweep side and back. Now, open the arms. We call this star. Drop down to the goddess. Come back to the star. Now, front foot turn out. Hand to rest. Triangle. Looking up. Bring that top arm to the front leg. Fold. It's a front leg stretch. Keep the knee soft. Okay, we're going to return to triangle. So sweep that arm back up. Triangle. Come back up. Return to star. Drop down to the goddess. Come up to the star. And we head the other way. Lead foot out. Drop down to the triangle. Bring that top arm to the front leg. Fold over it. Soft knee. Leg stretch. Sweep the arm back up for triangle. Return to the star. Drop down to the goddess. Come back to the star. Bring the feet back. Willow again. How we began. back to the center, palms together, come back and release and release. Now turn back around. Drop back into mountain, relaxing toes, knees, tailbone, crown, shoulders up, back and down. Feel the breath, feel the energy, feel it. Working our series for legs and hips. So before we come to the knees, let's work on our balance challenge. So this is one that's called the eagle, where we wrap one foot over and clip it in, wrap the arms, bend the knee, and balance. We'll release the arms, release the leg. Let's check out the other side. You can always come off the mat because the mat is a bit of sponginess. So we're going to bend the knee, wrap the arm, and stay. Let's release and release and release back. So forward bend, slide hands down, hang down, stretch. Stretch the legs. The backs of the legs are stretching, the hamstrings. Final breath here. We're coming to the knees. So bring in your support as you like. Chakravakasana. Chakravakasana. Easy, soft. We say 1, pull the belly in, 2, drop the elbows wide, move on back, hips to the heels, and arch. Return. Repeat. So today's series is all focus on legs and hips. We'll come to a rest. Pause here. Now bring out one foot. We're again working the hip socket, so bring that hand from the inside around behind to the outside and bring the nose toward the ground a bit. Feel it in the inner leg. Feel it in the hip socket. Okay, pause. Bring the hand back. Bring the leg back. Check out the other side. Bring it out. Bring the hand behind. Bring the nose toward the ground. Feel it in the hip socket and the inner leg. Come to a rest. Bring it back. Bring it back. So now we've been working the quads a lot. Let's stretch them. Bring the foot out once more. Lift up. So what we're going to do is let the hands rest and we're going to slide forward and back. This is stretch forward and back. Stretch, release. Stretch, release. Stretch, stay. Deep quad stretch. Final breath, come back. Now extend that leg. Hands to either side, toes point up or down, leg stretch. Final breath here. Let's bring that leg back. Bring out the other one. And bring the hands up. Slide forward, feel stretch. Feel stretch. So we're stretching in repetition, and then we'll stay. So the repetition warms up the muscle more, increasing circulation, and that increases elasticity. Now we're ready for the stay. Feel the thigh stretch. That's what we're after here. Final breath. Come back. Now we're going to go for the leg stretch. Extend the foot, point or flex either way. Final breath. Bring the leg back. Now we're going to stretch heel, ankle, calf. So we can be in the down facing dog, either on the forearms or on the hands. Press the hips high and bring down one heel and bring it up. Bring down the other heel and bring it up. Stretching heel, ankle, calf. Finishing. Come back to rest. Return to Chakravarkasana. Easy, soft, relax. Counterpose here, just to bring everything back to neutral and back to rest. Chakravarkasana. Pace that works for you. Let your body tell you. Okay, we're coming onto the belly. So we're coming onto the belly. Go ahead and let yourself down. So arms forward, forehead resting. Come to rest. I always keep my chin out because of the microphone, but I recommend forehead down. And checking in with breath. And checking in with sensation. Your body's reaction to all the work so far. So when we come onto the belly, we're preparing to work the back. Upper back, mid back, low back, hips and legs. Bringing work, bringing strength, bringing stretch. So let's check it out. How far apart are the feet? Your body has chosen this as the most comfortable place to begin. Let's stay at this comfortable place to begin and press the arms down and peel the ribs up and stay. Now bring your awareness into the area of the waist and the hips and the buttocks and the legs and see where you feel work. That's contraction is what you feel, where you feel it. Final breath and down. Have a breath. Have a breath and bring feet touch, knees touch. Keep them touching, keep them pressing as you press the arms down and peel up again. Now, where do we feel it? With the feet touch, the legs pressing, where do we feel it? In the legs, the buttocks, the low back. Strength builders here. Stay a few more breaths. Final breath and down. Open the feet wide. Have a breath. Our final is with the legs wide. So once more, we'll press the arms down and peel the ribs up. And then come into the hips, the buttocks, and feel it. Where's the work? With each position of the feet, we change the demand in the legs and hips. And that change in demand increases our capacity. Final breaths here. Okay, release down. Bring the feet back to whatever's comfortable. Bring the forehead to rest. Hang out here. Check in with the breath. Check in with the breath. Reaction that we may feel in the hips and legs. Pace of the breath. So we know when we come to a stillness, the thoughts can jump outside. Pull them back. Thoughts go outside. Pull them back. Come back to the breath. Come back to sensation as we move into our series. Continuing. So that was Bhujangasana, Cobra Variations. This is Ardha Salabhasana, Locust. Half locust variations. So with this one, it is a leg strengthener. As I said, elbows forward, forehead resting. So we'll come to the legs. Come to the left leg. Lift, bend the knee, heel to the hip, straighten the leg, bring it down. Other side, inhale it up, exhale, bend, inhale, straighten, exhale, down and have a breath. Here we go again. Lift, bend, straighten, and down. Other side on the inhale, lift, bend, straighten, and down and have a breath. Continuing, lift, bend, straighten, and down. Other side, lift, bend, straighten, and down and have a breath. This one we're going to stay, lift and stay. Bend and stay, knee lifting. Straighten and stay. Toes to the face, heel stretches away. And down, down, and have a breath. Other side, lift and stay. Bend the knee, knee lifting, stay. Straighten the leg, toes to the face, heel stretches away, stay. And down, down, and have a breath. So that was the stay. We'll have 2 more in movement. Lift, bend, straighten, and down. Other side up, bend, straighten, and down. Have a breath. Final set. Lift, bend, straighten, down. Lift, bend, straighten, and down, down. Breath. Now we'll release, come over onto the back. Come onto the back. Hug up the knees. Come onto the back. Hug up the knees. Circle the knees. Let the low back relax. And circle both ways. Come to a rest. So now we're working with hip muscles. We're bringing the hands to the outside and pressing hands in and pressing knees out and feel it in the hips. And release. Now hands to the inside. Hands press out, knees press in. Hands press out, knees press in. Feel it in the hips. And release. Bring the feet down. Open the knees wide. Now slowly close. Bring the knees up to touch and open wide. Close again. We're contracting the inner leg muscles, strengthening. Close. Open wide. Final time. Close. Open wide. Have a breath. Pick up those knees. And now we're going to extend one leg out and feel inner leg stretch. Bring it in. Extend the other one out. Find stretch. Bring it in. And repeat. Stretch. And release. Inner leg stretch. And release. Stretch. Feel it. Release. Stretch. Feel it. Release. Stretch. Feel it. Release. Feel it. Release. Come back to rest. Take a breath. Check in. So we're coming to the side and coming to sit. So make your way back to sit. Sit on support if you like. Continuing with our work for hips and legs. So let's pick up one foot and the knee and circle it. And circle it. Bringing movement into the hip socket. Okay, come to rest. Bring that foot down. Now turn, bring the hand to the outside of the knee, lift and lengthen the spine, and turn deeper and deeper into your twist, using the breath, deepening on exhales, gradually and gently rotating the shoulders deeper and deeper into this twist. Final breath here, release the head forward. Release the hands, come back to center, hand behind the thigh, hand behind the calf, stretch, point and flex. Final breath, bring it down, we're changing sides. Pick up the foot, pick up the knee, circle it, bring movement into the hip socket. We'll come to a rest, bring the foot down, bring the hand across, lengthen spine, gradually and gently with the exhale breaths, deepening your way into this twist. Final breath here, release the head, release the hands, release back to center. Now behind this front leg, hand to the calf, hand to the hamstrings, point and flex, stretch. Final breath here. Let's release and release. Wrap the arms under. It's a back stretch. As we hug up the thigh to the chest, feel a whole back stretch. Final breath here. Release the arms, extend the legs. Paschimottanasana, over soft knees, informal fold. Whole back of the body and stretch. From the heels to the hips, up the back to the shoulders, and out the arms. Check it out. Feel the breath, feel the stretch. Paschimottanasana. Coming to the final breath here. So we'll release and come back up to sit. We're moving into guided relaxation. So you're going to make yourself settle down and bring support somewhere or nowhere, whatever works for you, under the knees, under the head, under the feet, whatever, or none, and settle yourself to the ground. That's your only job here, is to get comfortable. Your only job is to get comfortable with the shoulders and the hips and the legs. The whole thing, getting comfortable. So that is the only thing we have to do, is find that comfortable place so the body can relax. So we find that comfortable place, and then we redirect focus. Bring focus to hips and legs. Squeeze and tighten hips and legs. Feel it. Let go, soften hips and legs, and feel it. Have a breath. Have a breath and come to the shoulders. Bring the shoulders to the ears. Lift the head a bit. Stretch through the fingers. Feel all that work. Head down gently. All the rest, let it down. And come to the jaw. Move and stretch the jaw. And release. Stretch the tongue toward the chin. And release. Press lips. Wrinkle nose. Squint eyes. Squeeze. Feel it. Let it go. Let it go. Now we come back through the body bit by bit. We come back through the body and just check it out and make sure we can let go completely. We begin with toes. And we're softening toes, arches, heels, ankles. We're softening up calves, shins, knees. We're softening our way through upper legs, hips, and belly. We feel the whole lower body letting go. And we check in with the spine, where the spine's resting on the ground, where it may lift away. We come to shoulders, feeling heavy shoulders, arms, hands resting down. And notice how the fingers have relaxed. Relaxing, come to the throat, to the lips. Relaxing, tongue floating, teeth not touching. Softening cheeks. Softening behind the eyes. Softening brow and scalp. Whole body letting go. Whole body letting go. Feel the breath. The body completely relaxed. The breath relaxes too. Body relaxing. Breath relaxing. We look a bit deeper, mind and thought. Sounds may come. If you can stay relaxed, do it. Thoughts will slip away. Come back, release that thought, return to the body. Come back to the body and come deepest. Stay in that stillness and peace. Stay. Come back to the breath. Return to the breath. Return to movement and stretch. Come back into the body as we close. And I hope you keep with you the ease in your body and strength, the balance, the energy, and the peace. Until the next time. And I thank you.